Please tell us your name.
Tenzin Namgyal.
Tenzin Namgyal.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama asked us to record your experiences so that we can share your memories with many generations of Tibetans, the Chinese, and the rest of the world. Your memories will help us to document the true history, culture, and beliefs of the Tibetan people. Do you give your permission for the Tibet Oral History Project to use this interview?
Ani pemi mira mangota ani kya mirik zambulingi kendo gi chedo ani konglo thewa chuge ani lugyu dunzu durup chego res ani lugyu dunzu na ani phegi gera da rishu moma khari yemeti ani kendo yungres ani dharin thewa chile na ba de ani phegi ngagyun gera blegul digi pheju tang chogul res
de tang chogul.
Yes, you can use it.
Thank you for offering to share your story with us.
Ani
No.
During this interview, if you wish to take a break or stop at any time, please let me know.
No.
Okay. If you do not wish to answer a question or talk about something, let me know.
No.
If this interview was shown in Tibet or China, would this be a problem for you?
There'll be no problems.
We are honored to record your story and appreciate your participation in this project. Gela, can you please tell us how old you are? Can you please tell us how old you are?
I'm 75 years old.
And how many family members were there in your family?
Ani jojo genshin yeje ani ngada nge wama jore ani jojo ge di kime nama jore.
So when I was young, in my family were my two parents, my two elder brothers, myself, and a younger sibling, and one of my older brothers was married.
And what kind of livelihood was your family engaged in?
And Gelagi Namizu Chale Karinangi Yores.
Then Balara Murjigangi Chalenamore. Murjigang, the Raduna Kanyeta, Kanyetore, Comdu with Timik, Lingdon, and Dunya, the Tokura, the Woodna Lula, Tembuju. And if they want to do chatting, when you pay the issue, and not to coach, did not do the lecture. Murjigang Chalenamore. Murjigana, they soon live.
My father worked for the security office, and he was in charge of the store, and he kept all the keys, and all the keys were with him.
Gela, what security office of what department?
Ani magji khadigi magji research.
The way to go Sunday, that Daniel Danda did it. Oh, much good at the Sandu Sandu Pura, the Maji Mango choose that. Jijo know the Sandu Pura, Sandu Pura.
Oh. He was
Simshating me here.
Simsha Sandu Pura.
Oh, Sandu Pura.
Magjilo.
Oh, Magjo.
So he was the security officer at the estate of Samdu Podang.
And as a child, say before 12 years old, what kind of activities were you involved in?
Ani gyala konglo chunju be kabla ta konglo chungni le chunga yindu ani kare nangi yes.
Nga lo gelene ne shoga labdal chime. Lo ni chime. Oh, dene lo gel kurva bu da ju badala never chichi in the level to come da ya me de gal ya
When I was 8 years old, I attended the Shol school for 2 years, and then I went on a pilgrimage. And after I returned, I joined the Mentsekhang.
And can you describe a little bit about the Shol school? What kinds of what was the daily schedule like, and what did the students study?
아니 gyala shö lapta di korti sumro na khade
shö-
ko jiore
Shö labda da ngada labda me di kigor sa. Kigor labda. Lobge di danda dire. Danda eba yondas sene. Iri sene tanga tu loro le pete ngadu shungu loro yorba. Ngulo yorba. Ngulo na la cheri tinya yake. Da bende dinde ge taga tanga. Eba yondas se gode. 어디다 가가 딜러로 니데 고라젠.
The name of the school was called Kikor School. And our teacher was the one who was engaged in writing the script on the Tibetan currencies, currency notes.
And what did the children do in the school?
ene pogo so lapta na ya khare chire kala.
어디 부고도 라브나라다 쇼가 로다 로 데네 아니 이 가가다 더 이게 예수지 어 건다 저 지금 봄도 찬내라 데데 숨조라 데데 론지지 거래
베저를.
배죠 숨다요로
숨다는 안에 베베냥가 숨다.
어디는
In the morning in school we used to learn the alphabets and also handwriting, and in the evenings we memorized the grammar.
And how many hours a day did the children go to school, and how many children in his classroom?
아니 걔라 laptala shogene konda pata chuchu khazu shuguye.
쇼가 저도 개발도 받아도 그래 개발에 쭉지 제가도 받아 비게 굴라도 그래 중일라 칼라다 아이 그래 방고도 제가 바로 그래
konda
건다 시도 제가 나로다 그래
보고 khazu 시나 lapta.
아도 들라다 뭐 도주 되지 그래
We attended classes from 8 in the morning to about 11:30, and then there was a lunch break, and after lunch we started classes at 1:30 till about 4:30, and there were about 60 to 70 students when I was studying there.
Gela, how did you like school? Did you find it interesting? Did you feel like you learned a lot?
아니 걔라 롭터 님부 요베.
라
걔라 롭터 님부 요베 롭터 페디.
라다는 가보여 다 라다를 가보여 나
Yes, I liked school.
What kind of a student were you?
걔라 롭투 칸데도 짐베스.
너
걔라 롭투 칸데도 짐베.
로드에
No.
다 지단하더래 다 지단을 지야가면 등거면 그래
So I would say an average student. I was neither very good nor was I bad.
You mentioned that your teacher, she wrote the script on Tibet currency notes. Could you explain what that involves?
아니 걔라기 랍데 걔라 요로. 랍데 걔라 디기 안다 그베 งู강래야 디팅에로 알아. 이게 팅에를 송이 발라.
나 물로 소녀로 아니 슝그 때디 티냐 슝그 배 나라 돈도 때디여로 딘디 티나 지요래
짠지는 가리게.
때디 세다 나도 딱 가르쳐 그랬다 인지나
가리나.
슝그 때디에서나
loss. 아네.
공 코나 슝그 잘라나야 돼 단데
아네 걔라디.
어
The male teacher.
Uh-huh.
He was the one who wrote on the currency notes, as well as he was engaged in the government work of writing out the orders of the government.
I see. When he wrote on the currency notes, was it they used his handwriting and they printed it, or did he write on every note?
the shungi ngu gangla ya yigi tigi yorwala.
Oh.
Di ngu chik gangla chini parlo gyagire ngu chama gangla chide wala.
뭐 간에 이게 뒤뒤비야 아자 뭐인데 쉬고 저러와 들 시점은 다르네 아니 디상선에 아니 차좀 야 쉬고는 아니야 표고 왔다데 어디 표셔 봐 표셔야 보여 시기 또 다르죠
시가나.
시기를 왜 되게 다르지 잠못은 아니 야 표셔는 감감제 야 아니 중에 뭐 고바바자가 좀 나는데 되는 거 물로 나나 이 처리에 말해 물로 뒤도 죽고도 손에 잠못선에 되게 잘해 에바한테
에바스.
에바스 엘라지르모네 내가 숙제
슈구든조.
뭐 죽으면 내가 제 상마 가가도 민국 가가래 에바 연다서 그래 에바 연다서 그래 잘려나요 나 투가 매다 너도 배워도 지도 니모게 지야라
알레 갸라데 밍라 에바 윤다.
에바 연다서 그래
아니 차레 슈구기 장마 스웨딜라야 에바 시그르.
늘 어디 잘래 듣는 거다 din 미라고 코나도 코나 잘해야 야야 보러려면 레고는 거 봐라
아니 공을 코란기 달기요래.
그런 거는 내가 마다미 님이 요것도 제가 또
코란 남이든지.
그런 나무도 제가
So the Tibetan paper, it's a unique one, and then before it was printed into currency notes, the paper had to be smoothened, and that was done so by my teacher Epa Yönten's family, and the smoothing process was done with the precious stone called C. Then after the paper was smoothed and folded, it was given to the government, and then the government took it for printing.
아달라 에버 연다데 그 이게 죽지죠 봐 나도 도와라 예신을 볼 때는 맨데때도 첨부를 되면 돼 되고도 여기 이게 뒤에 그 깡지 권한도래다 나 중국 때다 중국 이와 얘기 샤야다 좀 어디서 권한도 제도도 독직이 돌아야 독직 여기 나도 맨데때도 근데 여기 첨부인데 되면 돼 어디
Okay.
내 독서서 그러와 내 공원 거는 뒤로다 치준 나도 지내니 되는 거래
독지를 해라.
독지
독지를 얘기들라.
아오 바라다 다시도 또 라다다 죽지
So this script in Tibet, it's called Dukzi in Tibetan, and then these are special type of writing, and my teacher used to do that.
I see. And were there? Can you tell us what the denominations were of the script? Were they all? I mean, the denominations of the money. Were they different denominations or all the same?
Gela ane pengyu yorwala. Pengyu nane ane mu lord donzo chijong yorwala. Chijong snata kashi ngantso tuwa ina gomchu nishu kya.
chijong yor. chijong yor. gyalo chesho yor.
ane.
디올로 저도 음주로 댕깁니다. 인식된 걸 대충 하래. 나한테는 줄로 춘주죠래. 상가 저기 상가 저기 춘주죠래.
Yes, there were different denominations. There was the large one, the 100 note. I'm not sure about the 50, but there was one of 25, a small one of 10, and 5 rupee, currency note called sang.
Sang.
Yes.
And were these notes respected in other countries if you took and tried to change them? For instance, could you take them to China and get yuan from this, or to Nepal and get an exchange rate? Was it respected as an independent country's currency?
다 병을 열어와 걔라 병을 돈수 패셔셔나 롱바 셴바락 칭이로와 다체 갸나 잡을 임바이네 배율 잡을 임바이네 딘데라야 병응의디 키니 저거이나 녀적 야비아다 딘데 지초기 열어스티갑라
디요마데
디갑라 걔라 공로 춘주이
디갑라 디갑은 대단히 냉게 다디 너무 칠로로 딩게마 감리 예서 말에다
미두요 말에
무드 두고 말에 무드 두고 말 솔로데
야로데 두요 말
두요 말데
no, I think these notes were not valued in other countries.
Okay, so you couldn't exchange the san for rupees in India.
다 디스디가네 다치게 갸로다 상데데 키니 갸갈 조웨이나 로라 아니 갸갈 주디가네 갸갈게 뉘를 파치고 약투고요 마라
갸가도 담요 총고도 갸도로와 kalika bene kalyon bodo wala chin kalyon bodo ne nguyuje jaga ne to tongdo nye bene tongbo to inde chigi yobde de to kare jugu yimata ngandole tongdo nyamnyo me yin ta kyuge me.
There were Tibetan traders who used to go into Kalimpong to buy their items, but since I have no experience in trading, I don't know how they did with their money.
I see. Okay. Gela, you mentioned after attending school, you went on a pilgrimage. How old were you when you went on that pilgrimage, and where did you go?
Gela, tambu shu lapja la pero ala, and DJ la kunglo kajun zile nego pere.
뭐 주다 데 받달라다 제다 쫄을 믿으려야 되거든.
아니 nego 가와 pere.
속을 치면.
I was between 9 and 10 when I went on the pilgrimage, and I went to Lhasa.
To Lhasa. And what was important about going to Lhasa for pilgrimage?
And Lhasa la nego peya pige la kariyare.
뭐 빠베가 나 속을래.
아니 page 제가 가르쳐야 해요.
로.
네 코리아 가리요나.
속을인데 다 가서 가르쳐줘요. 다 가서 가려요. 로가 다 디치딩에 러shum으로다.
Lhasa happens to be my father's village, and there are many holy sites one can see.
Was that typical for a child to go on pilgrimage, and for how long would a child go?
아니 디 투지 갑도와라야 부구 친주이 딘데 네고를 두그르에스.
저 밤에 뒤 두그르와. 밤에 네고 팀어도 부구 친주기 네고 제가 되게요 말와.
So I went along with my parents. You know, children did not go on pilgrimage, can't go alone on pilgrimage.
Of course. And then
제가 나도 법에 공시들라 어디도 내는 부구인데 도 내고 티야다 링고 티야데 되는 공시 하고요. 다 대담해도 가.
So you know, when children are that small, you know, if the parents used to take them on pilgrimage and other holy sites, and that's how they learn about the tradition.
I see. And after the pilgrimage, you mentioned joining another school. Can you tell us where that school was and what you learned there?
아니 네고 페차베젤라 아니 갤라야 랍도 셴바지가.
어디 민지가라래. 민지가라래.
Yes, that was the Mentsekhang I joined. And the Mentsekhang 아니 가와요래.
민지가 살까?
The Mentsekhang is located in Lhasa.
Gela, what kind of subjects did students learn in the Mentsekhang, and how many years did you attend that school?
아니 갤라 Mentsekhang 레야 로 가즈 슈요죠.
로 구도 되더라.
Any Mentsekhang alias and look to Sugi, look John Karikari Nangire.
Oh no. Dan me ti chaje ba. Ringne ko le sumda yenga tra. O digit tigor.
So apart from medicine and astrology, children would learn about Tibetan grammar.
And did you study Tibetan astrology or medicine?
Ani gyala tsi thone tsi jang yona ya gyala megi thone lobjona yona.
Nga ti do le ju de bre. Ti lo da ka de nagdi sen jo ba. Nagdi ko ne. Nga tu mi to to no chi chi de da ne chi to la de charan da chi yo ba. De ne ko le jang ro la. Nagdi ko de.
I studied astrology, and in astrology there are two types. It's called kartse and nagtse, and I studied the nagtse, which is like if somebody dies, then you have to do certain astrological calculations.
So the Nazi form of astrology only focuses around after someone passes away. And so what did the kartse focus on?
nagtse gi tsi di ta mi chik thong chabe jelia ta tsi gya ba dun zoro wala.
Me ma thong san ne je wa ra. Ma no ko ne so so cha da ja ra so ba de ne thwe ma de ro de da gre wa. Ani khang ba ra thwe ma de ro de ti je gre wa.
Ani kartse di khare na.
Ka de yang ja jan da. Sabri je ne or me se ya ko lo jo yo ra.
Kartse khare kor la re gyala.
Kartse dan che ta ne chi gi da ga na do ko re. Ina ko ke ba wa.
So the nagtse form of astrology also involves like a calculation, for if a marriage would work out or if a certain house was suitable or not. And the kartse is similar, but that's in a more detailed form.
Did they derive from different schools or parts of the country or different teachers? These two different forms.
And kartse nagtse di ta khare ta yungsa da phu da bu di khane resa.
Yo so khu ro ta jame ya ro wa la ta. Jame ya ge gyun ro wa la.
So it originated from the god Jambeyang.
And how did it originate?
Ani the khandes chele ta Jambeyang ge yune phu ne khandes le yores kana.
Ta jame ya de khu la ge de jiwo da jame ya de shira bu la je ro wa. Shira ko la jin he sa da de ani ta de lo ju shu dan ta na mang bu yo re da. Ani jambayang ge ti ko lo ju shu na de le la wa ma de shu thu ge ma re la khale ka re.
So Jambeyang is considered the god of education, but it's not very easy to explain to you how this form of astrological calculation originated from Jambeyang.
So
The rinne rab je rinne nga ani danda rinne de chu che nga de chu nga je ju yarwa. O de chu nga de ne me ti ani wo danda de ti de se de o di ku rinne nga ta ne ji le sha de. Danda ti. Ti sen de.
So there is one which is called the Rigne, Rigne, and from Rigne there are 5 big Rignes and 5 smaller ones, and medicine and astrology came under the 5 smaller ones.
okay.
It's difficult to explain.
Yes. And so if someone was going to look up a good date for a marriage, what would be the factors that you would look for?
Ne gyala pecha shana tha phomoni tha chance da gyabya ina roala ani di ki kang la chi di khari kang la shi sha gre sa
다 군인이 지단에야 롱감 튀면 됩니다.
Longkam the lopta.
The long come your Jig poop may in a pomochu in the Massachusetts Tumuyomare. Ravala, Pum Meche, Pomodil of the Chuyana, Massachusetts, May Tachurva, Longam Modimata. Any Zitane, Pomut Yamata, Pushamoyana, and Tini Burulia, 2 months of the teacher, the Mangola.
So, and these calculations are based on many different types. For example, we have to look at what is the sign of the boy and the girl. If the boy was a fire, his birth sign was a fire, and the girl's was water, then these were enemies, fire and water. So that is not a good match. And then at times we have to look at if the girl is older and the boy is younger, what are the different birth signs?
And when you were studying this, what age were you learning this very complex information? What were the years you were in this school?
Gala don't so looked a Mentsekhang la jang nang di roala. Ta kunglo juice ne jugus pato lo good shoe.
Oh, la good there.
So it was about 9 years in the Mentsekhang school.
So from what age to what age was that?
10 to 19.
What, 19? 10 to 19. 10 to 19. How did you find it studying this subject of astrology?
Ani gala ta phagela chi jang nang di ga ne rola. Ani khande to which gala ge sams kongswe lobjong di. Chi lobjong di.
But this could jam the Dana any Soso Medelia, Lene Java Karina, Chiki Mojayalo, Tija, the legal astrology, and that is in the Chimina, in Chiki Mandori, Kajito, Soso, Chavajine, Medo, Lauchi, Mangdoto, Lauchavine, Kachimber Stools, and then Mother Song of Interview Course.
I thought, this was a very important subject to study, very helpful to people, and then I liked it.
And can you tell us about some experiences of where you did a chart for somebody's, say, marriage or birth of a child, and how it proved to be true, and sometimes if they went against your advice, did it prove to be difficult?
Gala dende chung yuna ta zi ta mi ta pupo muni changsa gya kandal zi chigyan bache rwa and zi na kunzu gi yaku mewa yine kunzu gi ta jik manyen bache rwa and di jeri yaku mayung ya ta dende jabu dende gala dende chung yuna
Dende nedo ja komaso.
No, I don't know.
Don't know. Did you do astrology charts for people yourself in those years of study, 9 years?
Gala Mentsekhang la ya lo bu shu be phuzu le rwa ani mi shin ba le zi kyon ro chene nang yön na zi
Di ngadu mi kan dede dara ngadu jago mare. Di menga rang koro mi don jabdo kore te. Ta menga ne labdo tone ni sosu sanne sosu ra. Ta dele sosu kun yaore. Di da nga labdan tone sen tone mare. Nga labdo ne chodo cheje ne nga tabaja sharwa. Ano lochu de tig be pura chamshare.
While you were at the Mentsekhang, you did not, study other people's charts. But after you passed the college, then you would have to do that on your own. However, before I completed my education at Mentsekhang, I ran away.
Oh. Did something happen that caused you to run away?
And gyala and trip wala.
Oh, trip.
Lobjong ma changön le ya.
La.
Lobjong ma changön la trip he.
labda trip. Labda la de mami le ba. De nga mami khoi de labda de ba. Ani komba la nye pinja ngado wama da kama de kanda komba la tabo yo ba. Ani ama ta tena do den de mare. Ta mede de 또 때는 아니 배 강가 주부 제가 데레 저랑 고모래 더버제 되네 하고 또 저랑 더버대도 타지었던 밤마다 게지제 이게 라브더나 저거지네 이야 이게야 고모래야 너야 뭐 누수래
I have my two brothers as monks in Gaden, and my parents and I, we all, decided together that I would become a monk because my mother said, my life would be difficult, but it would be better if I became a monk. And so that was how I ran away from the school to join the monastery.
When you Gela, when you say you ran away, was it without asking permission or something? Because it seems it's ordinary that young boys want to become monks.
아니 gyalata dikavleya pumangche tawachiya gawiyorwala. 아니 gyala tripere sidugane ta gomba mashuni ani
labda como majuje
gomba mashuni
아니 como majib je labda chodoche 아니 gomba tawache cha
Yeah, I went to join the monastery, without getting permission from the Mentsekhang to leave the school.
Oh, I see. Gela, did you want to join the monastery, or were you following your mother's wish?
And Gela gombala penyi travel pen juni togi yuna dikabla amla sungzaina.
nga ti tabara je tawi pinjaniye ga yorba
I wish to become a monk because also both of my brothers were there at the monastery.
Did you have any ideas whether you wanted to study astrology in the monastery to continue these studies, or were you going to drop that and study the scriptures?
아니 다 고발라 페디가네 단다바도 찌 이게라 정단낭 열와라. 다 고발라 페디가네 단다바도 찌 정단낭 열와 멘지칸라야. 다디 프라 유샤야레 야 고발라야게 야 장사 열에.
고발라 찌 장도 요마레. 찌다 고발라 찌 장라레 디 체니 장으로와. 알레 내가 러던데 샤조데 뭐도.
So once I joined the monastery, there was no lessons on astrology there, so I had to learn the debates.
Oh, okay. And Gela, what was it that made you want to join the monastery? What appealed to you about becoming a monk?
아니 Gela gombanala 잡았어야 Gela 되바 가르치니 Gela 되바디 중수에 잡았지 이야기 되바디.
잡아지야 되버터 부그러봐 되거든 벤자니에 여여래라 아니 된대그 뭐도 지기 뭐마게 직도와라 변도지 삼로도 고동면와라.
It was more so because my brothers were also there. At that time I was too young to dwell upon my future.
When before you joined the monastery, were you allowed to go visit your brothers, and could you stay with them for a little while, or how frequently were you having access to the monastery before you joined?
Gela gombala chaba masungela rwa ani gela kumjeni jegada dinde gombala yangsi pegi yona
난 아마 양상에서 다가 용어도 봐.
gela pegi yowe gombala
네 잡아 맞아 보네. 태니 있으면 돈요.
I have been to the monastery 2 or 3 times before I became a monk.
I see. And then, so did you just then begin your studies in a regular course of events? Did anything happen while you were studying at the monastery?
아니 gela gombanala perwala and gombanala peni ta tabe lobjo nangni shurwa and di thuju ringalaya ani chik gyowa khare dros wes gela tabal shu debe kablaya
sembar de
mare
no
semba mare Chitangi ta chasala shuk debe kabla ro. And gyua khari droswe. Ta lungba le yene re khawa yene re.
Ta gyua do sene ta tawa de bakala gyami ge sunzu mangu ji su yo ba.
Gyami khari lo.
Gyami ge ta ngado le ngabju ngabu na so jo gyami le na so ji ni nga de ya komballe sa de ne pigeji ngaradulo nangjo jeya da dede tolea 고여 먹고지 감모존나 저저 데데게 시르군도 계절로 고일드네 네 남다 알아보지다 인데 기용도가 이랬다네.
Then while I was at the monastery, I heard about the Chinese atrocities in Kham and other regions, and hearing those things was very disturbing.
Gela, you joined the monastery at age 20. Is that a typical age, or do monks tend to join when they're younger?
Gela gomba tangbu pedu gane konglo nishu zle doa.
Ko jugu da. Nishu best me out de. No.
And chidangi pela pusu chaba sugi gane dile lo chunga la sugi yorbe.
지단로 접제 주고 다 니슈 벨마다 냐마는 별은 니슈 쓰는마다 다 지금 봐. 근데 로 접제 주고 내 다 주고요.
아니 잡아지야라 로 니슈 쓴거래.
니슈 쓴거다.
나 대사를 쓴거요.
대사로.
Actually, it is about age 20 when you are admitted into one of the three great monasteries. But then some boys can be 18 or 19.
So, how did you find, when you first went, how did you find the discipline and the schedule of the monastery? Did it suit you? Was it strange? Can you tell us about that?
Gela gomba tangbu pedu ganerwa. Ani gombe ge ya tim diglam yorwa. Adunzu gela tim diglam ge gela ge khande dawu dikabla choswe.
근데 뭐 고마치면 주고 제때 소처럼 되는 기분에.
So if you obey the rules of the monastery and stayed there, then it is a happy place.
Can you tell us about your daily schedule in the monastery? What did you do in the morning, afternoon, evening?
Ani gela gomba nala shukwe kableya. Tanyima takparish khande dawji yore shoge khare nangi yore ningu khare nangi yore gonda dowa khare nangi yore.
또 저거 맞아 속으로 와. 저거 맞아 또 되네 쳐서 속으로 쳐라. 되네 이걸 다져서. 되네 저도 숨을래 비디지. 비디지. Then I wanted to never hear than any big of a shut up sort to do so. It should do my job with a big cook.
At the monastery, you had different prayer assemblies to attend. Early in the morning, we attended the mangja, and then there was chera and taja. And about 3 o'clock, then we learned the scriptures from our teachers. And after 5 until 7 to 8, once again we went to join the assembly.
And before you went to the monastery, had you found a teacher to work with, or did you find a teacher there, and what was he like?
Gyala gomba nala maphe ngele ya gyala gigen se ne gigen tarayuna gigen gyala khadu rayuna.
그래서
gigen se orwala so gombe nala ya shuya le ya. Gyala gigen khadu se nare. Mola se
고마야 요는 기계 세는 고마 대고 뭐도 기계 뭐도 뭐 고마 대고 말해. 그래서 내가 빈제 개모여 봐. 이 빈제 개모 기계 걸어 봐. 샤.
So you join the monastery and then you look for a teacher. But my older brother's teacher became my teacher.
And what kind of a teacher was he? Was he strict or informative or easy? What?
And gyalagi gigen jiyorwala. And gigen di khande dabu jiyore. Tajik thambu yore. Gyala khande gigen khande jiyore.
Thambu yomare. Gigen jambu yota.
No, he was not a strict teacher, and he used to be a very caring teacher.
And when a young man enters the monastery at 20, does the family have to make an offering to the teacher every year or just the first time? How does that work?
Ani tha mizan ji ta phuji lo chugu nishule ya thaba zui roala. Thaba zui sabe jela ani nangmi ki ani gyala gigen ji yorwa. Gigen dile ya ta ji khar biwa ta bodin ji lo takwa ris ji phu gurwe.
What the Suzu Kancho so there? So the Bejo Union and the Awajigua Benjamin Mayerwala.
That was not necessary. If you were from a better placed family, then you would do it. But if you were poor, then you couldn't.
And Gela, how was the amount of food in the monastery? Was there enough to eat? Was there enough warm clothing? Can you tell us about the physical conditions?
Ani gyala gombai nalu shube kabla ya ani shela de choya bebu yorwe khande yorela.
Ta shela bar re.
Belu yona ta shela ta bebu yona.
Da shela da. Ta ngara to nan pamu yesa ya urwa. Ji taw mangra yena na kala khabu yor da. Mune kala khabu re.
The food that we ate was the dough you made from tsampa, and since my brothers and I had our parents, we did well, but it was very difficult for most of the monks.
Yes. Why was it difficult, Gela?
And it have a monk chile ya ta shela ge thola kange yorwala. Kange kharichene yores.
Kange khada na phayu sa da ribune yomrwa. Khamwa amdunga ne yorwa. And there, Gandela later the Gandela me pause the Yorba, but the logic damage away, Kalakabuchi.
Because most of the monks, they came from long distances away, like from Kham and from Amdo, and at the monastery, in Gaden Monastery, they did give you a ration, but that was not enough to last you a whole year.
And what amount would they give for the year? How much?
아니 다 포지 경그르와 공반에 마 잡아sol래야. 다디 로직라 가주스 포 경그래.
야만데. 야만다. 와우 나도 케가 도주도 야마래.
케가 주스.
두개다 나도 있는 가서다.
두르와라.
두디 잠바타고와.
수수이.
잠바로 소도 잠바타 두 잠바타디 고마야 키루고와. 데레. 다자다 나도 킬로 20대 킬로 20 얘기했다.
케직라. Each monk was distributed with 5 to 6 kales of grain to make tsampa from, and I would say 1 kale must be about 20 kgs.
And so, what did people do to supplement their?
Any gyala digi ta logic dangi amarwala ta kenga tu logic ta chabachik la dangi marwa di madan dukane any chabachoge ta khare nangire ta
and so nyam dukwa tonga ani tumulumukale joze kale sonyum le penye yore ani me khaje me chenda su genye yore
아니 가시를 진다요래.
가자라고. 진다리끈.
소뇽스라 당가서 다
잠불로가.
So during autumn time, to supplement their income, food, the monks would go out to beg, and some monks had, sponsors who gave them grains.
Did any monks actually go out and work in the fields to get funds, or have a trade or something like that?
아니 걔라 자박하시기로 와라. 다 수수 다 싱바자라 치야 니마 카시 레가 체. 아니 데스야 두라기로 와라. 딘데 낭게 딘데 요르웨.
요르. 요다 있던 거 저만가 같이. 니마 그때 디 둘레 디담바타. 요다 저르다.
Yes. That is there, during harvest time, the monks went to harvest the crops, and then they would get grains in return.
So when you were 20 and you entered Gaden, about how many monks were living there? Do you have any idea?
안겔라다 콜로 니슈 야요라야타 간데 곰발라 페로알라 디카블라 차바 카츠스요나 간데라야
다양한 다대라도 디컬로는 미 중국 비게 곰발 장다도 솜동 솜자래 간데.
So the figure at that time was 3,300 monks.
And at any given time, would you say a certain number of them were off working or trading and not living in the monastery? See, I'm trying to understand how many monks were actually studying scripture and how many were doing other jobs to support themselves.
다 딘데 게제 티기도라 다 잡아 숨도 숨겨 열어와라 디타 로 강산 숨도 숨겨기 베젤로 슈구요 마로와라 베제 팅에 가즈스 열에 아니야 가시 총라 페기 열에 가시 차례 다 딘데다 같이 소뇽 롱가 페디가네 다 베제 장이 코라라 다 가즈스 더비지
또 자자라고 지기는 다 자자 가서 저 숙제를 베젤라래다.
아니 다 가시 총라
가시 총다 아니 가시 다단소도 내가 열어.
I would say, most of them would be studying the scriptures, but then there were some who were out on trade, and also some worked for the monastery.
Now, Gayla, you mentioned earlier that you began to hear that there were problems in Kham. Can you tell us what rumors were reaching your ears and how you heard?
아니 갤라디니에스라야 송야라다 갑직래야 다 감근절에 야밀레니 마게라 강에 두고 요레스인데 갤라 넘버 2 세요르와라 아니 셴바 카리카리 생기요레 디투즈 갑라야
건데슬라
다 감근절에 야밀레 요레스인데 달 하살라 고고 요르와 계제 담멘다 고고 요르와라 아니 셴바 계제 담멘다 카리카리 하사도와 시
다데 셴바라 지기 처제가 강고제다 다 지기 딘데 걸려다 강에시부 제거도와 그래서 세부하고 거다 다 제가 감정은 감 때문에 전에 내가 가려야 야요냐 공부 열어 왔다 이거
잡아로
잡아나
we heard clearly that there was restriction on religious practice, and there were many monks from Kham who came into Gaden and brought news.
Did you, Gela, did you hear what kinds of restrictions had they experienced?
Ni tala chabakashi kamne ya gombala peyonge dinjegi keja kiungoro ala and konjugi ta tada gami ita susula chechia rawan tegi mebagi lukyu sungu yoro ala and che rawan khande sintegi mela
다 라와도 다 제보죠 거다 최선도 도리라 그러 봐 뭐도 게
Yeah, they were not being allowed to practice their dharma, and Mao Zedong has said that religion is poison.
So who were preventing the monks from practicing their dharma, and how were they doing that? Who was doing that, and how were they doing it?
And that Magela Kamdwalaya church Chimajunge the Sures.
때 예매
And a consul Kandechin Chijuyo Mare.
디칼라 그래 디칼라 그래 다데
Lao.
간데
다 최치 주고 요 말이 쓰기요 와라 다 간대신이 최치 주고 말다 쓰기가네 다 최치 맞으스나네
저도 주지요 마다 어다 저전은 저다 도에 벤도요 말에 아니 담바가 쳐버 표나 담을 털라래 이래라고요 마가 쳐버 표나 쳐버 표나 마 털라래 그래서 자고 이래라고요
It was the Chinese who were not allowing them to practice their religion there, and they would say things like, practicing religion is useless, and then if you offer, make offerings of tsamba, it is a waste of tsamba, and then if you lit butter lamps, they would say you're wasting your butter.
But did they do anything physically to prevent them, or just tell them it was a waste of time?
다 드드간에 로아겐라 아니 칸에 키란즈 추 마치 라야 마시 게미기 드디 옹유
네 제가 잡고야 잡는도가
디캅라 요마로
디캅라 그거문도
not at that time.
Okay. And then what happens next in terms of what do you hear about, I don't know, the conditions in Tibet and the Chinese? What happens next?
아니 디제라 가르쳐라겐라 and DJ la karichungre
la
ta DJ la gela karichungso ta gela number so ta kamno jolo dubja yungu yores tinde ta se yor wala ta DJ la ni gela so ta karichungre
ta DJ la ta kashugre ba ta ngamda je dene du de ngabjung ngogolo la gemit pe pöd tomale orada tomale ne ani shine ani so 좀 전에 아니 내도 타로 나는 왜 되는데 너무 없잖아요 비 내도 중요하다.
So in those days, we were living under a lot of pressure, and then in 1959 it happened.
What kind of pressure were you living in Gaden?
아니 디캅라 로알라 타 셰나 요르왈라 아니 간데라 아니 타바토 상마타 카리남 슈기요레 디캅라
나도 롬녀라 제대로래 롬녀라 아마다 첩스 돌아 데네게테 데네게 지 가서 손도 사라서 데네게 민도가 롬녀라 시대전 슈거라 거라
at Gaden the monks did not hold any political meetings or anything like that, but then most of the monks were still engaged in their daily practice and studies.
So you said that we lived under pressure or
Fear.
problems or fear. So what was causing the fear for the monks?
디캅레야 다 수수세면은 셰나 잡으지기요.
셰나로도 남다라
가르차요
와다 데르다
We lived under pressure, thinking what is going to happen.
So why don't you tell us what happened?
아니 디젤 가르충래 게라.
다 대제나네 들어도 중앙도 중앙고 생로도 중앙고
나 아니 디 송로나 간데 충래 싱.
다 되네 아니 되네 다 대제나네 제메 펠레야 레네 아니 아니 데르다 랍데 루주드 제조래
랍데 루주다라 다 디치로와 다 납중가글로레야 다 싱두쇼르 송라게라 다 디게 루주디 디 송로나나 다 벽게미나 게미 페나레 차베까블라
다 루주 걸스다 다 딘다 당한테 나 타베고 데데서 타베고 거도 다 되네 타베고 데데도네 아니 다 대급이야 다 내도 다라고 싶었어 아니 다 가서 kalma 마서 저기 가서 테라 저기서 계절 망보지요라 대급라 가발라 살살 다 제단 다 두두 인연다 싶어서 레서로 나 돈이 공부라 돼요 봐. 나도 비자스면 공부해요 봐. 공부를 다 님은 나는 마치네. 쪽에서 또 나는 마치네. 다 나네 다 자자라고 제가 뒤돌로 거야 되지만 다제 거네다 가자 가보지 그랬다. 나도 차야서에서 말해 받으네다 지지 보고 제주저 받으네 말에 뒤뒤뒤 내가 제시를 있더라. 근데 삼로를 거기에 간제 아니가 내가 마요물에 내가 마요도 다네 말해서는 나는 마요도 다네 다 녀마다 말아봤다베 봐도 지글랑가 버를 또 녀대 셔셔 메도 뭐요 말에 아니 나를 봐가다네 된 아마 하래 그러와 아마 하래 그러 아 가지가 저는 저도 또 딘데지 간에 아니 니처럼 레달 마요 내 공발에 아마 내가 다 가르쳐 그래 너 그런 괜히도 단단나 단단 참도 파볼하게 된된류도 코나도 된류도 코나도 아니 너무내가 마요네 근데 미마게 배 고배 점에 순유를 전 답도 주베 세제 된데제 내가 아무도 통고 된데제 두두 정도 근데 얘기해봐라 직집들에 차서부터 나라 내는면도 좀 한번 고모 좀 언제도 저다 될 수 있는 것도 같거나.
So at that time, I was in the monastery when we heard about some attacks in Lhasa, and we three brothers said now it is not safe to be here. We should go back home and try to get change our clothes and then try to go to Lhasa and perhaps fight. And then we walked towards Lhasa, and on the roads it was very much unlike earlier times. We hardly saw any people. And then when my mother saw us, she was very surprised, and she told us about the happenings in Lhasa a few days back when at Nubulinka, a brother of the Chamdo Pakola was killed, and she said that only when she returned home did she see blood splattered on her waistband.
Okay. Gela, you said that your mother witnessed the killing of Chamdo Pakpala's brother at Norbalinka, and that his blood was smeared on her waistband, she noticed. But can we go back and can you please tell me who was Chamdo Pakala? Who was this person?
Ne gela thanda tan hasala pha pherwala phedu gane ani gyala ge amla ge ani ta nima nyeja nima khashi ji nyele ya nublinga la ya ani chamdo phakala ge pingya de mema ge se ani di gi charge da nye gi ta kera la gusha de amla ge sungswa adi sungde ta chamdo phakala sna sures
참도 파골라서는 라마 따지 뭐지를 라제지를 디 아니 배 가서 찬도 저때 단다데 된되들 참도 pombal하게
Chamdo Pakala was a very high-ranking, holy Lama in Tibet, and the person who was killed was his business manager.
And what was there a relationship, a family relationship between the person who was killed and Chamdo Pakala?
And Chamdo Pakala da thanda mi se sha gyo jorwa. Konye ni para la thakarre ta pupun re jawa khare.
마다 듣고 참도 파골라 라마르와
Lama
코랑게 엠베 이게 지송 그룹을 또 야마가 깔려서 됐다 나는 대지부디
re konye ni para la chidan shemba jawa khare re ka sheglana chi pupun re sigdo wa.
그거 이거 하고 맹게 빈자 이거 하고요 근데 참도 파골라게 제르세도 때문에 코랑 민고를 참도 파골에 제르세를 맞아 되게 야 그런 된주제 좀 참도 파고라가 된주시 거다. 아니 참도 파고라가 라마디 에네 차도다 됐어. 그러라 돼서 그래.
So I know they are related, but I do not know if they are real brothers.
And what was
코나야 슝글에 되버다. 슝글에 되버다. 네.
미시롱.
젠드르센데 슝글에 되버다.
So that person was normally known as a Zedun, which is a rank in the Tibetan government.
the person? Which person?
The person who was killed.
The person who was killed, known as a
Zedun.
Sedun.
Dsdon.
And was this your mother had just come back from Lhasa, and what did she see that what led up to the death of the Sedun?
아니 다 아말라게 로알라 다 중디 송나 로알 루기 단다 딘데 중소 스로아다 디제든 디세소스 앤 돈주 차고야 디 루기디 다 중이야 간데진이 중조래
중요한 정보는 뭐지 이게 막든 오늘 렌도고 마가라 데리슈 제거로 와
야미게
어제메게 제가 dim 하베로 마데로 나타네 신에 아니 미마도 마틴 노블랭가라 데브로
His Holiness the Dalai Lama had been invited to the army camp, and all the people had gathered at the Nobulinka to request him not to go.
And where was the army camp, and why did the people not want him to go?
아니 야미 마가 디 가와이나
데미 마가도 벤발라송을 좀 봐요 그래
사사랑래
나서가 다들 치료 발링게 나 봐요
아니 미만 속에 아니 캠그를 붙이 마페로치 수야디 아니 가르치는 마페로 쉬고라
다 잠모도 봐서는 재미다 가듯이 제로로 와 마베로 텐데 쇼로 제 노블랭가 쇼로 저 완전 쇼도 디 셔부주 같이 마 미마도 마치 뭐로
야미게 가르치기를 캠그를 붙이 패바이나 게라
딱그 세게나 주기나 제제 치고 와 다딩아도 미마하고 와
The Chinese army camp was on the outskirts of Lhasa, and people gathered there to request His Holiness not to attend the invitation because the Chinese might either kill or kidnap him, and the people knew that something would happen.
So what happened? What does your mother see next?
gyalagi amlagin shamba khari thongde
아니 내가 고도 메디센 아니 로드키네 와다 게메마무 별로 나도 별로 당만 이제 캠베처 내가 왜 캠베드 쳐버려
Then the corpse was dragged along, and the people were shouting, "Chinese go back, and Tibet is an independent country."
Before we get to the corpse being dragged back, there was how many people? Where were the people what palace were the people surrounding? And who was inside the palace?
And 미만 창마 가발 탁고르 되어래.
포장은 이신도 줘서 포장을 쩌리치로 링다.
포장
너무len가. 깨단 포장은 고마 쇼대 자이나. 바다 노는 그 쩌리 링들 이제 포장 되어라. 그 쩌리 링들 갖고 와야 돼.
네, camera 무시 슈어라 노블링가.
요, 저도 슈어라.
At that time, His Holiness was inside the Nobulinka Palace, and the people were surrounding the palace.
Does he have any idea of how many people came to surround the palace?
네, gyalagi 다 미마 망루 두스 라벨지 gyalagi 다 태요나.
미마 튀게 얘기래 아자.
Oh, there must be over at least 10,000 people
10,000 people. Where did they come from, these 10,000 people, and what were they hoping to do?
아니, 다 미든데 망고지 가와네수 점용이나.
해서도 가서 가네요 뭐라다.
아니, 콘주기타 아니 노블랭가 타고네 아니 가리 치투레스 삼이.
나 이신도 마베로 제 아니 제메 요모이나 거다 등에라래다.
So these people came from Lhasa and surrounding places, and they were there to request His Holiness not to go. And if the Chinese had arrived, they would have fought.
They would have fought the Chinese.
Fought the Chinese.
I see. 10,000.
Yes, over 10,000.
They would have fought the Chinese rather than what happened.
아니 다 미망 속으로 와라. 아니 겸이 든줄리 요베이나 디갑라야. 아 콘주기 다 겸이 낭로라 마땅니 다 겸이 징야기 다
와다 다 쳐져래. 다 쳐져다.
다 디로와라 다 Kamgor much tende shugalaya konsuta yumna rwala. Ta konsuta rangsol dan chinta ta jingsha go samne.
어다 다라래.
Kamgor much pa tende shubale. Lawan kyala.
어다 고송 돌래야 마침으로 네. 연구 잡다.
So they were there, to protect His Holiness, and they would have fought if the Chinese had arrived.
And so, how does the story develop and that this person was killed? What happens? If you were seeing it with your own eyes,
No,
I know, but if your mother saw it with her own eyes, so what did she see this person do that he got killed? What was he doing?
아니 다 갈라게 암라게 다 통시여와 디갑라야. 아니 미 한다 미 세교지여와 다 지준지. 다 지준 디기로라. 세 고야기 가르치에나 디갑라야.
다 내대 세 고야 동도 도번남도 가지는 쇼게 슝게 대고 쳐서와. 대도 거라 슝게 니 동절라 폐야가 맞아 다제 취재 폐야로
잡아라.
잡아라 와면. 근데 내 제일 거라야 되고 돈이 야채. 아니 가래 시켜 줘버고 가래 가고 저 바고 셔요 뭐라. 아니 대걸라 아니 전부 바발라다 배 예면서 어제 레즈마다 이렇게 나다 게도 뭐 그거여라. 아니 어디 내가 남자진 너 줘야 돼. 내도 직 데려와.
So this person, this Zidun who was killed, he had attended the morning ceremony as he normally does, and at that time he was in his usual robes, monk's robes, and then after the meeting got over, then he'd gone back and changed his clothes, and then he came on a bike with his mouth covered. And around that time there was a rumor in Lhasa saying that this person was a Chinese spy, and that's why when he came that day he was killed.
Do you remember your mother telling you what was he wearing besides having something, a cover on his face?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
was it to disguise him or protect him from the dust?
아니 gyalagi amlagi roala 아니 tanda zidun digi 아니 the kakab shas la roala kakab 아니 두블로 가리 khayuna
불로 짜제 추버 그 바바셔요 뭐라.
ale
자제 바 비젠다 가제.
아니 거기 kakab 고야디 뭐 마시야 체도이나 가르치는
다들 가까이가 가르치게 되나 거네.
Normally he was in robes, but then when he came back, he had come in a chupa and on his bike, but I don't know why he had his mouth covered.
So this person was a monk. Is that correct?
The Zidun di Tabarwala.
너 더버려.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a monk. And so he came back and he was wearing a chupa. And the crowd sees him and they thought he was a spy. Is that correct?
That's
and he's
right.
on his bicycle. Where is he going and what happened? Where is he going on his bike?
아니 다 Zidun dira cycle bakware da bakwa.
bakwa.
bakwa shune ko kawa dugina.
너블레 마요 그러봐.
He was on a motorcycle and he was coming to the Nubulinka.
Oh, and what did the people think he was doing something harmful or dangerous?
아니 미마 돈주 삼바 타카르 코이 내가 년가 차고 가르치기도 삼래 바과시는 용도.
다 바과시 코미 남준에다 기들에 고요라야 다 야다지 말했단 애니 신에 보다다도 쇼도가.
So there was a rumor surrounding him, it was common knowledge, and then people, started stoning him.
Started stoning
him.
They started stoning him because there was a rumor that was common knowledge that he was a spy. What does your mother, was your mother very close to this experience of stoning this man?
아니 애견라 아무라 단다 도슈베 qable야 타니 보질래야.
타니 보죠 이거 타르와 내 타 이거는 타니 보이고 타셔다래.
So it was, it's a fact that she was close to the incident because there were blood on her clothes.
And do you know if she threw any stones?
아니 아무라게 도슈인데 승구도에.
엄마는 도슈인데 계속 문도.
No, she did not specifically tell me about her throwing any stones.
And was there any attempt to was the attempt to kill this person and or was he just injured?
아니 미마도 다 도슈여디 코세고 사미나야 코치 메샤야레.
다디 하다는 디 럽싱이면도 가도.
I cannot say that.
Can you say, but in the end, was this person killed or is he still alive?
아니 다 미마 창매기 도슈로와 미디간래야. 다 타마델래야 다 미디 시레 타코 심볼하레.
신은 로 키젠데 로 태젠데 나 제면 봐줘도 깨기로.
He was killed and his body was dragged around and then people shouted the slogans against the Chinese.
What kind of slogans would people shout in those days?
아니 드디간에 미만 속에 다 겜비 겨르와라 깨 겨르와라 깨 가리 숭여래 미만 속.
다는 버런다 담이 제면 변화 봐줘 다 되래.
So it was, Tibet is an independent country. The Chinese go back.
And Gela, do you know what was happening to His Holiness? Was he inside Norbalinka? What happens to him next?
아니 딘데 충백갑래야 걔나 킹기유나 경고르미지 노블링가 나로를 슈데이나
노블링가 나로 예다래 예요래다 이마하고 그래 가샤도 그 킹거래 가샤도 배워라 되게
아니 디젤 가르치고나 경고르
아 내는 고도 로드 전에 내가 고르게 버려와 디젤은 가르가르제나 하고 뭐도
Yes, His Holiness was inside the Nobulinga at that time, and after the body was dragged along, of the Sidon, I don't know what happened.
And do you have any memory of what the effect of this incident was on your mother? What was her emotional reaction, or her feelings, or her thoughts?
아니 다 갸라게 아물라다 둔주프라시 파겔라 페체여와라. And it lugudi gyala jelaya amlagi chu sung roala and dikabla amla morang khande dawjikto this semba takyo de dawda amla khande dawjik
또 sembo senada nganda khorrecha 또 jawro mo je ngare che tamda dimdo ji ale nang ji chowa thengeda tane kombo shigimdo ta de khande che ta jame dige modon ko so so re na kamede sumudo.
My mother was in a state of panic about what would happen to His Holiness. She gave no thoughts about the family, and she was like, "What will the Chinese do now?"
Now, you had left Gaden Monastery with your brothers. Because you said you wanted to join the army to fight the Chinese. What did the other monks in the monastery? What were they thinking?
아니 gyala pinga kumjini yorwa and number sum ta gomba shan Lhasa chupe yorwa.
공부하는 bomba샤네 호갈 바텐 저러
당불 하사 나라 추페로 알아.
당분 안 나래 영어로 와
알레.
나 영어로 비엔이 영어 말해
알레. 아니 다 겐라 추다 나라 추페로 알아. 아니 파게 간데 나라 타바 셴바 추기 디카블이야 카리 공데요레.
다들 양가도 다 맞으셔서 남다 제대로다
My brothers did not come with me to my home in Lhasa, but it was only I who did. They remained back in the monastery, and the monks in the monastery knew that the times were dangerous, and they were in a state of panic too.
Gela, when you left your school where you were studying astrology at Mentsekhang, you said that you didn't tell them you were leaving. Was there an obligation to stay in that school and finish your studies and do something with those studies? Would they have stopped you from leaving?
Tadi kita cerita gela tanggi gela Mentsekhang ne ta gombal pa perwa di kable ya Mentsekhang ne gela gi ta gomba shu ni peyo marwa ta kimane yuksha ne perwa ta gomba shu na khunju gi gomba nang yo marwa
gomba te ga mare
kari
te kaiyesana gomba mana ya kaiyesana ngai labda shungi labda ngai labda ta nanga ta shungi soso shungi choje me wala labda na gomba ta ya mare
ani kesi labda la gala shu sha ba yina ta lo chu shu gu wo ro lo shu sa ro ani di je la gala ani kari nang gu yore
ani labda la debem na mo me ba ani ma so magal ma lo tele ya shungi koneje na jenen 포도 제제네 얘기들 나잖아 마가데 마체 마가데 소소기 멤버에는 멤버가 나래다 되게 내외는 되게 나래다 제데 내가나 마가나서 제 기부대 되거다 고네요래.
So if I had requested for leave, I would not have been permitted to leave because the school I studied in is the Tibetan government school. And then I would have to seek permission from the government, which would not have come. And if I had, continued to study and finished, then after that I would have to join the Tibetan army and then carry out the duties as a astrologer in the army.
In the army,
yes.
I see. What kind of work would an astrologer in the army do?
아니 다 갤럭시 자나요 와라 멘치카나리아 다 디젤 마가라 페고로와 케시 롭다 사비나 아니 마가나라 찌기 아니 차레 가리난 거레스
다 마가나 수도 미마가디리 마가 코로나를 미마 그 내가 가는 디마도 미세게 비게지 수도 내가 디가 말 아니 수 랍드라 좀 랍드라 또 이제 제초고 그래
아 수수기
It's
just a general, reading the astrology. Besides that, if one really wanted to start an astrology school, then one could have.
I see. But would you, if there was going to be a battle or something, would there be an astrology reading about what's the best day to go?
아니 페샤샤나 다 마가 나리아 다 니마직 마징구고 요나로 알아. 엠마 마징게래야 아니야 지 교야라고 딘데 지게.
요리 봐매. 요리.
지 교구고 요래.
요리. 마가 저저 가네. 딘데 디 양자세 저거 나다. 네 거지 군네. 어딘데 깨요래.
Yes, there was astrological calculations for the time of war based on this Yangjar calculation.
And astrology was used to match say couples or the names of children or things like that. Would there be astrology use for selecting a general or authority person to head a division or troop?
아니 tarwala tsigirwala tachi sajang de thungudwe taya ta ming de teya ta de la tsi thone du sa yorwala tsi gyabya yorwala ya maga na ya chi makpön ko ya ta de yona dile tsi gyagire
dile mago ko ba ne mago ko ya ga tuzu de ne khande jela demde khande je chego do chera ya ko khande je chego do titumro.
So if a general was appointed, then we would calculate when was the good time to have the ceremony or things like that.
Now, I went back to your school days because if you had finished your school, you would have had to be a soldier. And now you're telling us you left the monastery alone, your brothers stayed there, and you were going to be a soldier. So in the end, it looks like you're going to be a soldier, which you hadn't planned. Is that so? And can you tell us about your plan?
This digane ta gyala thambu khasa dinarwala Mentsekhang ya lobjong na digane ta Mentsekhang lobjong theyena ai gyala maga na la phego thugiyorwa ta di phendu mesa gyala gomba na la pherwa la thaba sirwa ta thaba gyala thaba nang digane ya thaba la shugma phene ta phal hasa la phe endine phal hoga la phe ya ge ta chi kyunggu yorwa
hasa la yo la to de gomba le ya che o gomba la ni wo ji ni de ne ele ga to so mang tembalwa
Now, this is going Tama Gala Mana la Rang Pesha Doala.
Oh,
Mentsekhang la shuyene jela mami ji chago yo. That did the Korachik Kyone Tatama Gala ni Mana la Pe.
Oh, that did it.
Yes, that is right. And finally, after Lhasa, I went back to the monastery, and then from there, I went to join the war.
Really? How long did you stay with your mother in Loka before you went back to the monastery? Lhasa.
And amla nyam dal Lhasa la gyur English shubes.
You mean you
Only 2 days.
2 days. And then when you returned to the monastery, what was this, the condition of the monks? What were they saying and doing?
And nimani jela gala yangyo pa gande gombal perwa. And di kablan chaba so ne kare sum buduen.
What did the enemy do to much Sabo Hagu?
Gala sumbe.
Nare level Dinian, some Hakosa.
And Hasala.
Oh.
And
then could that be so that the chills, they never the share Jamido. No.
And Gala Karna.
And they share Jamido.
And Mama pay sumsa.
No.
Magala pay sumbe. Gandela ya perwa, nimani Hasal shune. And Gandela during this shure.
Gandela Nimani Kazajel Deomare.
Lasso.
You Kazajel Deomare.
And a car perigala.
And then Gandena to the Hogons or Suyo. Heard about that. Gande Mummy got the trouble in the Halam Gandem attention, whatever.
Well, then I stayed a few days, and then almost all of the monks of Gaden fled towards Thoga.
You mean 3,300 monks fled?
Gelani Taba Sumdo Sumya Ziorwala, and Sumdo Sumya Netamang Chair ne Treperel.
No.
Sumdo Sumyas Nane Mang Chair Treperel.
Hanam the Combana Shera High Mother, some dishes la there.
Yes, almost all the monks fled. Perhaps there were about 30 to 40 monks left behind in the monastery.
And what caused them to flee?
Tama Karishani Treperel.
That needed what that water. Don't want to. Don't let the Combana Yadala machine Yayumra. Yayun the Danda. And then Hazalea Daniela. So Chushi Junior that was the watch of the Jim no willing a short about that. No willing a short about that. No willing a short name, not a year at the house for that.
Now, any gala Hassan ya
다 되네.
Gandhian la
아잘라 세아.
so.
네. ngabjung ngagogi pende niwe tseba choksum kondo chode ngabata lare
So.
oda di ne nye shuwa
And the dinner trip here, the Nimade.
ba nye what de danda de ngabjung ngago chinda pende niwe tseba choksum kondo chode ngabata la to
No.
da de hasane ngadu shungshok danda hasane shungshok zendu ngama tengyo chada zendu chamba tundula dedo bingema 던져 남아송에
No.
전부 들으라
No.
전부 들으라 제 코나도 몸이 켜도 맨데 개지 간대를 배워래
Chicksong, Zidger, and Awang Susons.
네디를 전부들 저는 어원 땡겨 줘
Thank you.
땡겨 벌시들도
No, sir.
벌시들도 어원 땡겨 줘다
No, sir.
땡겨 전부 들으
No,
줘
sir. And
제, 더 미개도
No,
미가가 미디메
no.
아니 코나도 저 노블링가네 버페잖아 간델이 앞에다 페무균 페부예나 간에균 페부예나니 디하고모서 나디 앞에 버와 공벌 페부와 저도 나보다 레버와 간델러지리야 녀상식도 코나도게 간델 녀상식이래 다이는 좀 쉬우면도 노블링가는 보다 쇼타송스 노블링가 다 노블링가는 쇼던데 장고는 뭐지네 바 지결 바 집부터 사샤스 다들 베베 아주 베네 주네 술을 수면도 되는 어디 고말라 공원도 그녀상 쇼가 배우러와 녀상 쇼가 비디오다네 공원가 가서 아주 공부가 다 되게 군조서 뭐 점에서 버린 것도 타지 다들 주주들이라 되게 가와가와요 남산 코나 손주
Okay.
거기 개투주 아니 이게 캄보디아라 까안 남산 해 고만에 마마 노블링가라야 다 해서 먼저야 밑담으로 밑담인도다나 메마 해서 마마죠 거네 세상에 미그 노블링가 손주 진에 잡았는데다 강가 야용 공부해야 배우는 다야 양양요요 나뭐 거도 야용 공부해야 용 당원에 드는 공공 권한도 소야 동원에 대버리자 다배 배때 보다도 그래도 졸라간다 다 강가 안내비 쪽을 때 차단다 근데 재미가 배 거고도 좀 스무차자 다 등원에 된 양보는 이제 지결 봐 그만 지견나 사자 집주 두샤 노블링가 민도 다도 문에 레전에 단 신행은 저 대배 내키 뭐라 내키는 다도 공고나도 까요 봐 그게 까요 나 권나도래야 내가 좀 믿고 말해는 또겠다 도저 나도 응원에 전에 도중량단 된대지 까야 아니 배 캐나도라도 배 르마게제 티티 두주도 되게 되게 총소서 다인다 캐나도 배데 소는 원래래샤 디인다 다 캐나도 공부하는 모습을 아니 신에 뭐 얘나마배 되나는 수제도 되게 아니 누구잖아 다번에 못 잡았는 아니 먹을 거 배배 what did this one
Yes, I wish to tell this incident. So, after Noble Inca had fallen, it was on the 13th day of the second Tibetan month of 1959, and the time was around 5 o'clock in the evening when 8 officials from the Tibetan government in Lhasa arrived at Gaden. They included Tsedun Ngawang, Tengyung, Chambatsunri, and others. And I don't know from which area they arrived in Gaden. Perhaps they came through Penpo, and they arrived there, and then they approached the monastery officials and said that the monks should not stay back because we have lost Noble Inca and His Holiness has left the country. But the government, the monk officials did not believe them, and And they thought they were Chinese spies, and all the 8 Tibetan government officials were captured and kept in a room. And then some people were sent to Lhasa to try to get the true happenings of Lhasa. And while these people were going to Lhasa, on the way they met monks who had, were security, working as security at the Noble Inca. They were coming back, and then they reported to these monks that Lhasa had been conquered. And then these monks came back, and then they told the monastery officials the true happenings. And so these 8 officials were released from the room, and then the monk officials told them how sorry they were for not believing the message that they had given. And that was the time when all the monks started to flee.
That's a very interesting account of how difficult communication was. Gelo, may I ask, what is the book you're holding in your hand, and what are the notes that you're looking at?
아니 걔라 드네 간저 하고도 파주 계자 파주 딱딱 마튜니로와
No.
그저 딘데 털이야. 아니 걔라게 탄다 탭직 시기도 와라. 탭디 카르레 걔라 디날 카리요레스.
네 와데. 얘 단데 루유디 단데 데티어와.
네.
단데 루유디 그게 데마 티어. 띵에 티는 로요.
So I have noted these important notes in my book. So that's what I'm telling you.
Are these a lot of these notes from your own memory or from looking up? Because a lot of them are very personal accounts. So they are from your own memory or looking up historical accounts.
아니 걔라기 탭디나라 마칭에라 걔라랑기 다 텐소네 티나이나 지 걔라기야 탭게랍게 탭셴바데데 로이나.
나 탭게랍 셴다 각게도 띵가는 용소 고다도네 티. 로네. 코라.
I did not refer to any books at all when I noted these down. These are from my memories.
So, where?
이제고 말아 아야. 담문에 주고 현단나티 뒤등수죠. 뒤수저죠. 이 양저티. 완전 제도 못돼. 양대 따죠.怎么的 아니 내가 또 쉬었대. 니 도자 키운다. 또 태숨시 아자데 kenanya 또 태분은 예몽가로 저런가 다가 삼로다는 대부고도.
Yes, these, first I scribbled my memories on a piece of paper, then I wrote and rewrote them. For 3 to 4 days I was trying to recollect the happenings in my life.
Gela, thank you. We appreciate your sharing these important memories with us.
아니 걔라 안데 꿀레교 아니 루교 숨거들이야 투치슈기였어.
나도 다리메 걔랑 루교 dindiya nga phogo namu de pe go jong wa dondo yine are meeting go lu ju chada ji tande shu tu mo do ti de te da nga no lo bo mar tu go wa meeting go kende chada go de de meeting go lo da yu yong ju ge de yong de lo da ge de yo de ni de lo do ge de chi yo de da ga na ji ju ju de na ka ji wo de ti chada ga jing de nga ju ju jing de tin na ge ka le ge be ti yo de 저는 디더라 나래 디 용도도 민디가데 때되지 러지로 좀 있는 좀 메시네 아무네데 이데도 오늘에 디든데 저리 ସମ하지 근데 더버지용 제가 내가 디게 단단하게 슈치나라 티전데 샤이 디 쇼투마 인다 단데 디노마 안능아도 예매도 투야다 되고 꼴려봐 지거래 당가 와 개개매도 디 된모서
Okay, so I'm very thankful for the opportunity that you have given me. However, I wanted to give you more details about the Mentsekhang, and I have jotted all of them down so that in the future people will know what Mentsekhang was like.
And is that something Gela would like to talk about now? Is that right?
No, but Gela thinks, if you carry on from the story that we have come to, that is also
we
fine.
will get there.
Okay.
Gela, we will carry on, but at this moment I want to ask, why do you think it is important for us to record this personal histories and eyewitness accounts of the Tibetan people?
아니 Gela 아니 딘디 찍게져 치도라 엔 탕보 아니 탕 안주기 있으와 미치나라야 Gela 넘버 2기다 루규 미치 루규 주무샤바요와 미치 루규 돈조 엔타 아니 게랍 돈조 아니 다냐 치야디 컨디션이 Gela 개침보레사
다 데리게는 알아도 내가 땡주스는 쳐주스나 좋은아도 나게 샘디 교다라와 샘바디 교다라와 샘바 교다와나 나주 롭조도 롭조 치고라와 나주 롭조 잡아다 아니 낭버쇼도 또 냠내 쳐고라와 이 냠내 전에 아니 되게 샘바를 봐도 교단 이 샘을 내가 아주 한번 기부 겨 저도 간도 가지는 기부연에 세바고 교다마도나 기부 싸네 아마라 그래서 유메네레 통주메네레 미껴버지네 야 오늘 전에도 나도 세주도 통주도 개요 말데 얘네 오늘 남방에 칸도하고 저거 뭐는 제 처음에 말할 저 현대는 가면서 거저 다 스스로 동도 스스로 당로로 용도와 기부 되기도 할라 원 나오죠 네 또
So if one were to study the Dharma, it changes a person's heart and gives you happiness. Like if you have a beautiful house and if you are not happy inside, then that's not good. So in order to have a peaceful mind and good heart, one needs to practice the Dharma.
So if people, are you saying that the most important thing to study about Tibet and Tibet's culture is the Dharma of Tibet, the teachings of the Buddhist teachings of Tibet?
아니 Gela, 다 배경이 아주 다 장야 다 개체슈지 아주 남배 추차기 열송겨와 Gela 저기 리쇼나네, right? Yes, that is it.
Okay. So, would you like to continue with your story, Gela? What happens next after the officials are released from the room and the monks apologize, and then all the monks flee the monastery, and then what happens to you next?
아니 Gela 다 단단한 단기 아주 중대라 레어와라 다 잡아 다 배송기 다 단단 Gela기 단단 제정도 장마 다 발려와 르 차디간에 다 장마 아니 코나조 숭야도 덴바 임바 차네 아니 잡아 장마 다 저두고요와 엔 저페베질 안 Gela 가르쳐서
너 제가 나도 다 공부는 처음으로 와. 또 어디에도 시드 아니 내도 차도
아니 가와페레
아니 내가 나도 다 공부는 들으려 와. 라무주네 전에 아니 홍원절 받지 못해. 라무주네 다 잡아만 다 망라. 메마다 잡았다 까먹어래.
로가
로가다.
아니 Okay. So after we left the monastery, then we went towards Lama and then to Lhasa, and there were many monks and there were also lay people together in the group.
디리 아자. 또 좀 다원이베 저 집시 고도 공도 공반네. 나도 비숨 나비 비자 숨으로 나도 좀더 공반네 이제 못 해버렸다. 로가나.
So it was on the 14th day of the second Tibetan lunar month of 1959 that we three brothers left the monastery.
And continue the story. Tell us, if you could paint a picture for us, what happens to you next?
Any detail
다 아주 제단은 또 공부를 해요. 제단 공부를. 제단 공부를 이렇게 답되는 또 이런 거라 제가 균 아니야. 또세요. 하고 그래. 다 되는 공부를 비기기는 내 제단을 동조돼야 돼. 동조돼. 제단하고 동조. 대 날다 경해야 돼. 다 나도 라나만 법이야. 나도 라나만 법이어도 되네. 경은 코드 비고 수고는 나타네. 나도 내조 먹고 제거래. 나가 까다. 이내 내조 그 매일 교회 제보다 내가 또 잡아 줘서 이내 내조 먹고 제나 나도 나가 까내 집어들래. 아니 디미 디부미도 매조 거라 칼이야. 매도 마 본네. 아니 이 신에 봐도 운도상도 소걸이야. 도스tem이야.
So on the way to Lhoka, there was a hill called Setang Gompuri. Then we were climbing down from Setang Gompuri, and on the other side was the village of Setang, where the Chinese had camped, and they were firing at us from the village of Setang, but none of us were hurt. And then we climbed down and went to Lhoka.
Gela, what did your brothers and you feel when you were leaving Gaden? What were your thoughts about, would you return? What were the feelings of emotion of leaving such a precious place?
And Gala da kumsheni ta gomba shani pedugane and susu semenalia and soa kande doji chungswell.
that's about Pamanija Sha, Pija Gembosha, the son and number, somebody Joanna. That's a man and not also Lagakane.
We were very sad because we were leaving behind our parents and our older brother, and there was no way we could go to Lhasa.
What made it impossible or dangerous to go to Lhasa?
Ani ta pal Lhasa la pea la nyanga kariyore dikabla ya.
Hagala Cheboyana and it Juma Jagala Langakor Kata, Tarzo Koreomre.
If you went back to Lhasa, there was no way you could escape into India from there.
So, did your mother and brother choose to stay, or what were their circumstances?
Ani pamani da pinja gembani bage shuyor wal Lhasa. Akona zuma ta pa karichin ta matche ne bage shure.
다들 공도 연도 도야 가버려. 미마마 배 미마나 비가 다 되어리. 비게 디모도 소소 랑고튼도 전에 비게 지 가서 또 초등학교 여러분들 토야 버려요. 맞다. 보고 이제 김단의 예주죠. 보고 여러 비견쇼도 보고 김에다.
So there was no way, they could come like many other people in Lhasa. And also my older brother was married, he had his wife and his children were there.
And on your journey, what happens next?
Ani tadi jela karichungre, kela namba juta hoga la peso.
나는 로가 팀으로 하잖아.
No.
나도 비저 동가 로가를 침으래. 나 로가를 치면서 난 로가 비게 너 여루 포다세 좋아. 여루 포다. 포다라 추시가 누구 막아두고.
Yes.
어디 막아도 내 막아 된다래야 단다 나도 단대 거기 쇼가 찍다 더브 레지트링 게 쇼가니 되게 되지기도 또난 공간도 니 가져다 아니 더브 거 쇼가다 단대 거 쇼가니라 그 동네 담아 도주 lep시요래 숨지 손이 잡지 도주 lep시 되게라야 주식 거루라네 지구를 유샤하게 merjo saba 제자 직다 늘 되우니 시도 어디 바베 쇼걸려 그래 바바가 쇼걸려 간대 것도 고래 니슈도 Then, Shemana, Mendata, Chingachunga, so the Injicadum to Tajika, not oil. Was that in the Jordan? Only give me Chiga Menda Chetan, the day of Yorda. Not that the Motuzu Shitilia. Tanga did the few day teaching or few teaching Yanda, any Kande Mojige, Yigiti Alia, any continuable cheerful. Continuable tea. Any Nada Bija Sumuiva, Bija Sumana, Kageta, the Binja Jamba Menda Yorwa, Jikti, and the Chunga the Chija, the Binja Sumjawa, then a Hatter.
Sunga Mamina Zurwa,
Mammy, Tanga Nini, Mamina Levra,
Sunni.
Chungana, Lord Jubdi, and the Marco. Taco, you came out at the Nimbojan. And the Tawang, the Nimbotan, Nimbopa tells over there. I did do him, says the young man, what they do. Zara and they do can later.
So when we reached Lhasa, there was the Chushi Gangdrug army camp stationed at Yarlung Podang, and there I learned that there was a unit of the Gaden Monastery, and there was also one unit under Tawang Rinchen Sering, and these two units consisted of 64 horsemen, and the Gaden unit had an artillery with 20 shells, and as I knew to read and write Tibetan, the Gaden unit asked me to join them to write letters, and so my older brother and I had to go our separate ways, and so also my younger brother, who was too young to join us. He was only 17.
And continue with the story, please.
Any kartse regala?
And the Tanga to put on a turn. Undo the chin, undo Tanga Chenda de Tabunea Pigua. That the undo the Chenda, that Pipsul Tambore, Switch can do it. Pigata, not that one at an Kyondo, Yamunga to the number temporary, any daily or Loga, Loga said, Loga Lumbala. Loga Leles. The Loga Langa Nimo need to look there. When you sum the letter. Kayasana. Tanda America go use a number major or this Saba, Kajabin, Saba. Then major the much, Tanda major Janu Kusung, major Jane, Kusung, Major Jose, Major Jose, Koran, major Jania, the Koranga, and major to my city, Chi Joe. And was doing issue or doing issue, do some to get. Major candidate Tataje, DJ. Or do Jene and the beginning with do there.
So then Andrew Gombutashi was to arrive from Thapo, and we were sent to receive him at Boka, and we were rested there for 2 to 3 days. The reason was that the United States had airdropped weapons, and there was this artillery with 20 shells that we wanted to try, and then 3 shells were fired just to test the weapon.
And continue.
I know that they bigger Chimoda. Then I want to Nimusum Jelia, any Anduja Paniboli, now that major leso, Dashaja. Made in Anduja Tanda, a few years. That Anduja pair because you did check who do it, and on the Vogala, Shine, Yogan, Yap Tanda Dalai there, Puliayon, any you get Vogala was your combo. Then the combo did Nala, Anduja Shuyata, you put a 30 want to do that.
So after those 3 days, the horsemen arrived to say that Andrew Gombutashi and the group was arriving, and then we received them at the monastery of Urega.
And then what happened?
Any culture.
Di jeto, ta di jeto de ta andujon de pebro corona ke de da mida jala da di de peji ngado ke de to da je ha de sarda yetere
Kedri lana.
ta da mi kaga
So when Anjo Gombuteshi arrived, we saw that he had about 1,000 men and animals with him.
And what was that like for you to see so many animals and people?
아니 다 미다 다 semje 망고 슈징냠도 튀은 거로 알아. 아니 걔나디 시디오 가는 간데 저것도.
다 되도잖아 코나도기 단데 개미단에 포샤바가 락자다 아니 코나도고 현다다 아니 주주가도 포고 야제다 저 내려도 와 되도든 땅안도 dio 포가를 내고 와 포가를 내고 와 포가를 두직다야 두질이야 난 동다제 좀 저거 줬는데 니모 패진 등이야로 고고로 와 두지나 오고 줬나 두지나 오고 줬나 꼬다 두지이 봐 별거 두지나야 저러라
추가와야 두지
저도 다 주요래 주 첨보요래 아날 애들이야 두거니요 두도 칸이 누가 두거서니 누가 두거서니 지다 자 두거서 니도 누가 두거니라라 납정 거버서 지른 납지다
미다 semje
매다 심자 다전 나도 다 두건 줄 계속 다 두건에 계속 다 두건에 대비 치면 발레 치면 애하게를 내리고도
다 사마 추나는 길에 미다 잘라보라
추네 봤던 거 봐. 때문에 추도 많아다. 추도 막에 봐도 준 도서요 한다. 도지는 맞대 에벤나라에 봐도 몰라. 어디노 응아도 애하게를 먼저 내려서 근데 제가 보다 애들 개를 라네 나 파테브레다. 도빙이를 봐 패서.
So the caravan also consisted of weapons that they had seized from the Chinese, and there were many provisions for the Chushi Gangdrug soldiers, and all these had to be transported to Lhasa. And there was this big river, and there were 2 points where we found boats which could transport, on which we could cross the river, and then the people and animals were divided, and each boat had to transport 500 men and horses across the river. And after that, we reached a place called El Hageri.
Each boat with many trips, not all fitting into one. Each boat. Gela, I forgot to ask, when you and your brothers left the monastery, did you disrobe? And was there any ceremony, or were you continuing to be a monk?
And Galata Nabatsamata Gombashani Perwala. Dikavlaya Namsa Jibukyonire, and Susuki Dumbaya Puya Chungure,
Dumbo Adala. Kora Namba Nane Negachi Kayarwa. Jaja. La. Beh, Jagal Moyo Jajere. Jagal Logi needs Jaja.
There was no time to give back our vows, and we changed into layman's clothes, which I had brought from home, and we were in layman's clothes until we reached India.
I see. What was the reason that you did go home? Was it to change clothes or some other reason?
Gela nalat amlaza chikpedwala. Di ene tulo shegal ped.
Oh, tulone. Ando gombala taje me do yomara.
Yes, I went back home to get layman's clothes because in the monastery we only had robes.
And Gela, what is the procedure if there is no time to renounce your vows? Then, and if you are engaged in war, what's the understanding of what happens to those vows?
아니 다수수기 demaya pia rayo marwal yinege tamana zingoya tuyonaroal ane data khandes sembena ta khande do chika chiguguyore
다들 샤도 저 저거 데미 소조 저거 소조 진 샤도 이제 대치기마다 제면도 그 믹스해요 와다 다발라 마다 내려가는 믹스해요 와
So there was nothing to do but say our prayers on special days, and then on occasions like wars, then there is a special
dispensation.
A dispensation.
Okay, and so what happens next?
Hindi jela kartse gala.
다들 나다 나도 데일에 동안라
엘하 게릴라 레선라
엘하 게릴라
나
엘하 게릴네 나도 태요 그래 나 더빙 쇼가다 엘하 게는 마 태요 와치 못해 나도 마 접어줘도 마 법. 배나만데 아니 근데 춤도 장생다 도도 춤도 장나 대에는 딜라라이도 딜 춤도 전에 라데 야주네 프라마도 서리도와 근데 라데나 마 저비는 춤도 전에 루트마베르와 아주 이거 내가 나도 듣던 나도 도주를 쉬어와 도주 도보다도 도주를 쉬어와 도주를 쉬어네 바바가 쇼거데 캐디다 메조제야다 메조디우게야다 제노 콘돌레 대다 제네 페지 디 캐디다 가고 디 왕부여 봐. 좀 이제 페지 드 페지 등게지다. 제다다 콘도 디게데 라디 와들이야. 캄보치 무이도. 딜레야 자다 제다 야고도 쓰다. 콘도다 다데시라 여다. 콘도 데데. 당아도 로봇도다 더봉으로 로봇도데 공부 강해야 찾아다. 이말 좀더 讲 찾아다. 당아도 좀더 讲 레오다 자세야. 좀더 讲 엘라제네 터. 넘들레스 되드. 넘들레스 텔레 넘들나나 메저게 겸하고. 내려가 좀더 讲 레레 요도다나 나는 나다 녀로버지제. 아니 단다 수술 투지유베 챔피언스지 자랑을 밀려가 되고 도와줘 꼬미 지 비게바 단다 접시 팔아를 뭐지게 티베네 엘라제데 샤르와 콩 땅가서 숨을 구버렸다 와다 녀로버들고 땅 바가쇼가나다 나도 숨 쇼데도 코도 메라다나레 야제 미 더사다 찍다야제 녀르치므로 와 이 아침에 놀러몰라고 땅아도 걸릴 쇼아도 나도 걸리게 말라 밥이오래 라마 밥이되다는 맨데 제거도 따라 맨데 제거도 맨데 제거도데 재미 hin다 배배에 하고면도 맨데 제거도 나 되네게 나도 배버질려서 따야고 싶을 따야가 또 고도 돌려야고 또 배버지 때만 내서 근데 배버들 그 배버려 와 어우리자 저 이게 첨단이랑 맨데 매죠 다 맨다 마무지도 개물을 내야 말이죠 말에 계속 괜히 애네 디제네 주식간도 이게 첨단이랑 내서 코너들이 민도 다다 사가다 요마다 개물이 맨들 넣고 좋아 인기를 써줘. 또 써버려도 그 따져도만. 내가 간도 무고 준비지 간도 말라 따져래. 녀로고 됐다요래. 무고지 준비지 개들이겨. 내가 야도도 다네. 아니 신에 다 좀더 저 마가 뒤 통도나네. 아니 어디 Chushi Gangdrug moment bachelor there. Give me.
Just gonna, don't read.
Then we had to cross the pass, all the 64 horsemen, and then an aeroplane flew overhead, but there was no firing. And then we crossed the Chumdagya pass, and we met a Tibetan man on horseback. And since there was some shooting at that time, we asked if there were Chinese over the other side, but he said that there were no Chinese there. It was only the Chushi Gangdrug people. And then later we found that he was Tibetan, a spy working for the Chinese.
So, continue the story.
Remind
him where he
I know what they love. That day, Yadu Chimay. Yadu, the Nishin of the Mediavta. Bunga Mediamudo. Remember, we do Dagara Sangudo. To Dagara. Tanda Nane Koya Chubuchi, Puzunkalege, Re, Kabalina, such a Puduja, Red Japsi Chubuchu. Chubet. Tujuda, de Tulita, Javjolia, Mendaki, Imuya, Gala. No. That Chine, that Yami Mahakova, that Chidi, that other day, Baru de Pugu did not some jelly, Puku, Robotu Munya Yachintarva, Bava Shokami Mayarva, and then I could get the Lapa, and the Ine, Marchinani. Any other robot yayore. I mother saw a Shaja put Democra, Meta Kadekion, Tagar Razalia, chin any large could you lagoon to the Ligdor. And dinner to Toswa. It didn't ya like to Tajani, position Taga robot Ligdo. What do then? And the Mamudian couldn't millet him or the bullet him or the Tanga Jala Mangusho. Dalai, you want to mend the cover that you the Jala went to Kedega, you want to Moyu come.
So then there was a firing, and three of us got separated from our other group. And then during the firing, at that time I was wearing a chupa, and then there were holes in my hem of the chupa. And then we knew the Chinese were firing, but even then we rushed towards them because that was the way, where our colleagues were. And then we succeeded in meeting our colleagues, but we lost all the things that we were carrying.
And
Any?
And then, Tango letter, Tango to Robotorwa, Tobu Roboto Latama, Mantu Lashamala, and then give me the carriage you to. Nijalaga later. You to do Tango you then a duplicata. Don't pay you contact some marines with the corner. They won any Yadu Dana came in Mambo Yoni, Madu Yadu Lanka Kavarva, Yadu any Kudu Yadu Dala the Simsani, Madu near color near Royal Lajore, dear God, any Madu Shine Tabu on the Madi Luchavo. Naga. A mina Lungsujin and Mahatujan and Yang pull a little to her. She ain't Yang Dala. It Lanka Khan. I did day or should do veggie shing at the Gabriel Devil Terror. In a but under do tire your Tanda Miguel, can do major that Baba show. Tanda Yan Legala, Baba show control you said the Bajon Mujo Delia, Jimmy Soji, that in the Dure, Yan Gio, Dinya, Dimenda, Yan Dio, and Dinya, Dimenda, Yan Dio, in the Dure, at the land at Mudoa, seven shooting. That Baba show for the men and she then the major for the major Jimmy Kujo, Major Joe Shiver, Kedigane, Gemnati were. Yeah, my boy, just solo do it. Yen Nagi water. Kedigan Gemnati, the majority gave the Kaja 컨트롤 마음도 이제 겸이 되게 싸면서 그랬다. 대세는 컨트롤 나갔다래. 컨트롤 나갔던 싸리리야 아니 완전 쇼리야 레스야.
Then an encounter took place between the fighters and the Chinese, and it started about 1 in the afternoon and went on until about dusk. Then we went onwards through the Thakpo Valley into Nyen, and there we saw that the Baba group of the Chushi Gangdrug who carried the artilleries, they fired on the Chinese and killing everyone, and that was how we were able to escape.
도지. 다 되네. 아니 전화고는 어디다? 가래. 가 코레 길이야. 이 개리다. 나한테 되게 대제 치는 것도 되죠. 근데 신이 연구 풀을래서. 연구 풀을래. 아니 연구 풀을 리드다 보다서 루르를 연 풀을래서. 리더는 아니 신당 친구한테 강보 친구지. 장로라다 미간도 배워사샤 되나. 배워. 나도 도공권다 대법을 디버도 되니 공부시도 돼 공부시도 공부 빠져돼. 타이부도 돼 봐. 아니 나도 대법제 도공 대법 대대네 사로는 어디 비게 봐. 또제 제가 좀 또제 유사로 봐 비게 봐. 비바 유사로 나도 비게 녀대로 공부들이야 잠바다 저나 베 tor사샤 녀마로 해대 내 잠바다 되게 야वर 하서 어디는 잠바다 되게 케요도 또 좋아하고 아주 좋은데 아니 신에 대신데 되는데 때에 아주 자고 혼자 자고 때때 지기도 잘없어도 또 대버다 아달라 녀마 다와지 스스마들 깨라 시네 녀야 제 중요 말다가도 아니 나 대대로 와 도공 것도 대대로 하잖아 도공 네 건다 남도 초부 시부터 돼서 농부 겨우 하다 두번 비결로 두샤는데 또 초부 제송하라 다 선이 쇼가 너무 많아고네 유미지대서 고동도 다다 나도 고도 더 같이 제고 고대서 다 터지 세다 준데 뭐쇼로나 당고 건다 안내지 푸네마 게메마한테네 예 달마 게메 초지 신소스 다 대규는 뭐쇼로나 단 테로나 단 아도 렌데티아서 렌데티아다 아나도 쇼가다 야야단 차르 두다 담바라 두제미 담바라와 점도로다 제바라 제제제 나고 세마다 녀가 단에 게미 까는 니가고 매마다 별은 뺏고 쇼베 된대야래 에너지 쇼스다.
So it was snowing very heavily, and we were driving our animals and then reached Nyen at night. Then we found an empty house where we camped for the night, and there was a monastery nearby where we went to beg for tsamba and were given some food to eat. We spent the night there, but a heavy storm blew that night, and the next morning a villager came and knocked at the door, and he told us not to stay there but to leave immediately because the Chinese were arriving.
Gela, can you please tell us then what happens after the storm experience?
Okay, Gala, ta nyene ma pero Gala. Any kartse.
다 녀네 요나 아니 나도 대용을 해 녀네 다 메가라가 까버려 봐 나도 녀가 라져 버려 녀가 라져 녀가 라더니 대 천원을 둬서 제다 카다레야 둬서 그 람도시고 나가 숨도치 숨도 되컬라 어느 가도 자주 거제 되었다. 자고 때 되더다네. 내가 주시가도 그 마음이 요네. 저 디셔서 손 가자. 저 지구대. 단다 데리야. 단다 데 데르와 천하를 경일내서서 답배 균에 경일배 망치고 천사서 좀 답좀 라셔도 메도죠. 그래서 코도야 로용도. 코도 로용에다 딱 가지고 잡고 잡으셔라. 대 두는 거죠. 뭐 조금 다가리는 나 저번에 자되게 대셔야 아니 때문에 나가더니 이제 저러 가다 온 줄이야. 가다 고문 줄 아침에. 야들이 이게 돼야 주다 따다야고도 넘셔야고도 아니 와 대가도 저게 그 저거다 연구 선배들에 대자지고 칼라데세 디제 아니 신에 단데 예비제 총어데 대투스 될서보다
So then we crossed over the Nyen Pass and reached the crossroad of Tsona and Kata. And there Chushi Gangdrug soldiers arrived saying that the Chinese had arrived in Tsona and that there was no way that they could be overcome. So we had to, just rush away. And then at Kata, there was plenty of water and grass for the animals. And that's where I met up with my younger brother.
Mm-hmm. And how far are we from the Indian border at this point?
사자 카다랑인 질레 와게 카다다 야가 산잠 타르
타니버래 타니버래 있었잖아.
Very close to Indian.
카다랑도 레버와 다나가 빈자데 레와 빈자네 빈자도 두 칼라 되게 센데도 미제로 나는 저러 공부를 치면 저러 공부를 치는 공부를 대니가 칼라다 되게 이게 되게 다가 차는 게면 저러 공부를 해 그래. 저렇게 말해 매정 나도 뭐죠 매정 뭐죠 매정야 매야 녀도면도 매정 매마도 매마마다 다데는 녀도 쉬우서 그래 아니 되는 아자라 되네 아니 라이 겹던 아니 자가 산다면 레샤다 마 저러가다는 만든 뭐 도움도 라데 겹다도 라도 마 겹다는 아니 데 또 풀이할래 사자.
Then from Kata, there was the monastery called Choragomba, and then the Chinese also arrived there, and then we, it was very close to the Indian border at that part.
And what's the final reach?
아니 가발레를 게라. 야나 가바페를 게라 나버스.
겨원 데레서 디 Tawang pull Lhasa. Dirisha Kosa. Mangola Pass. Mangola Pass Lachamuso Kangri. Dilele. Dig Mangola Majapatan, Mangola Dim Tuzuna, Megi Jaga Kusum Mamudu Tatu, Magona, any Chushika put up the Kanga Viju Kutu to Kanga, the Mima, Yongo, Magona Chadesha. They give me Umido. Mago Tandi, Magola, Jagas, Asamunga there.
So over the Mangola Pass, then we were in Indian territory where we met up with many Tibetans and Tibetan officials and Indian soldiers, and there were no Chinese then at that place.
And so, how did it feel to finally reach India?
아니 타마갸라 페토르와라.
아니 단데 마고레르와 다들 신에 다미 마고 쫓아가는데 마고레르와 아니 대예빈야 가마저와 예빈야 가마데 딜래야 단데 천나래야 라제라 아니 게메세야
At this place, then many people had gathered, and I learned that my older brother had to be killed at Tsona by the Chinese.
Any news about your other brother?
I met up with the other brother.
you met up with the other brother and one was killed. Oh, that was difficult. Gela, this is very important story about the history of Tibet. Do you think it's important for people to know about the history of Tibet, the next generation?
아니 게라 단다당 아주 배바 미랍 시험바 여러와 엔 돈주기 다 배배 게라 송야 돈주 루규 보라 배배 게랍 와타 게랍 차두라 엔 딘데 코야라 개친구 레스 게라 공부도 해서
어디지 디 개친구 인다나 아자라 다나 로 돈주 동안에 대어레 아니 대치도 니좀 게지 셰제 두리 때 대고야지 니 something 거 여러와
Yes, because it is so important. I am now 75 and I'm sitting here 2 to 3 hours telling you my story.
And why do you think it's important that people know?
아니 디 하고야 디 개침부 가르치는 레스.
No.
배교 루규 하고고야 디 개침부 가르치는 레스.
제가 나도 루규디 아니 담보니 나래야 캬나마베 쇼게 캬나마베 메마 돌래노 다 카카네 맨즈베 멤페 야제 따나 네든데 셰 데드 셰메도 나도 루규 아마르 계급 지나가 내주 세제르 캬나 따네 고구메인다 다 단데 캐나도 딘데지 세제 난데네 zammoningi gyonna chaboro de chabdo yoda di penje do yoda nedede ninge ngbe sumbe be kazo je shoga ya ba nedu dinde je chaso sonda.
The people of China hear only what the Chinese Communist government tells them, and they do not know what really happened in Tibet. And through your work, I know my story will be heard by people in the world, and that's why I'm telling you my story.
Thank you, Gela. Thank you, Gela. But you've told us so much history, and so I want to just check again, if this interview was shown in Tibet or China, would this be a problem for you?
아니 게나리 양교 간디 슈구두라 아니 엔 티와 틸렌디 페다 게나 때문에 게나리 약강에 여르웨스
어다 되게 맞죠. 나는 가게 요마레 가게 요마레 거.
Okay. I told you earlier that there will be no problem for me.
No problem for you. Okay. And so thank you for sharing your story with us.
게나 아주 루유 소로 나모딜레야 투지체 슈.
또 있잖아. 나도 있잖아.